Hey Kelly, I just thought it'd be easier to make you a quick video to try to go over some of these images. I think the reason why they're kind of looking stretched and blurry is mainly because they have different ratios in terms of width and height, and also a smaller resolution for a bigger image section, bigger frame that they're trying to fill. So for instance, if we start looking at the banner images, um, is this one right here. You can see that it's kind of not the most crisp image to begin with, and if you look at its physical size versus this space here that it needs to fill up on the banner, it's a different ratio. Therefore, some of it's cut off, and then it has to be increased in size to fit in the frame, and then that makes it even more blurry. So I think the best thing for any images throughout content pages is we're going to want to use images that are the same ratio in terms of height and width, and obviously the higher the resolution, the better. If we look at some of these call to action sections on the page where that same thing is happening, if we take a look at this first image, you can see the ratio is much closer, but it's still a lot smaller and probably in lower resolution. So when it's used to fill this bigger frame, some of it gets cut off because it's not the exact same ratio, and then it looks a little bit more blurry because it's a lower resolution image that's going in its place. If we look at this second one, you can see that it's a little bigger image, maybe a little bit higher in resolution, but it's still quite a difference in terms of the aspect ratio. So then when you put it into this frame, it's got to stretch it in the way it needs to fill up the frame. So the best course of action is going to be images that have this exact same ratio as this frame and are a little bit higher resolution, and that should clean them up. And I will include those size recommendations in my email that I'll put this video in. Thank you.